Hey guys, I'm Morthadon and we are here for Symphogear Season 2, Episode 6. So, last time, Bloodbath Serenade, kids were killed. We had the backstory with Serena and Maria and stuff like that. Kind of learned a bit more about what happened back then. They were trying to subdue the Nephilim that went out of control, and it backfired on them. And then Hibiki lost her arm fighting this Nephilim in the present. So I just want to see what happens next. I'm done talking. I just want to watch. So we're gonna start here, guys, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Oh, we get to see it again, or we have to see it again. What is gonna happen? Don't get distracted. It's never a good thing when anime goes red background. That's a lot of blood pouring out. It's like such a hype sound going into opening, but it's such not a hype moment going into what we just saw. I just want to know what happens. Because I talked in the discussion, in case you guys missed the discussion, about how a lot of times in anime they go back on something like this. Like they'll have, oh, surprise, she has regeneration because she's fused with a relic. Or like, yay, we beat the thing and we can put the arm back on. You know, we got it out of its stomach or something. Something to make her be fine in the next episode and to go forward. But some anime do stick with these consequences, and I love the ones that stick with the consequences rather than pulling out some bullshit, right? So we'll see. It's not gonna, don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna like hate the show if they, you know, magically give her arm back, but I like characters that have to like deal with the consequences, and I like to see how they deal with that, and I feel like it's good character growth and interesting, and sometimes they can be more badass. Like, I was thinking about Shanks from, I think that was his name. I haven't watched One Piece in a very long time, but he just became a badass after losing an arm. This fucking crazy scientist fuck. So they're not entirely okay with this. Was she gonna go help? Maybe you think you are, but because you're the bad guys. As long as you let this woman manipulate you. Is that Serena's relic? I guess it sounded like she said Serena. I've been saying Serena. Are they gonna get stronger now? Yeah. This isn't good. It's just a crazy fucker. Oh shit. Oh shit, she's going beast mode. Oh god. You done awakened something. Oh my god, it's like Naruto when he goes into Tailed Beast cloak shit early on in the show. This is the same mode that she's gone in before, right? It's just animated a little differently, I'm guessing. Because it didn't have, like, the red silhouette. Oh my god, is the arm coming back? The arm's back. Okay, so the question is, when this berserk mode ends, will the arm still be gone? We have to wait to see that. Shit. Yeah, for you fucking whimper. Oh. Shit. His face. Jesus. Alright, girls, you need to get out of your cum web and go help them or whatever. Oh my god, she's jumped inside it! I am okay with Hibiki berserking this time because she's not attacking our friends. Oh my god, is she gonna pull her arm back out of it? Or is she just... Oh. Oh! Is that its heart? Did she rip its heart out? Jesus. This guy is losing his damn mind. Oh, well, she ain't stopping. Jeez. I think it's dead. Oh, it saved them. You guys weren't aware of this. Oh, well. Damn. It almost sucks that that happened, because Maria seemed like she was almost done with Mom, and then Mom getting sick like that is gonna, like, make her feel sympathetic. Fucking that guy running away. Wait, is her arm back? Goddamn shows and their regeneration surprise. It's fine. It's alright. She passed out. Could I do medical checkups on her after that berserk state? Tsubasa thinking if only she wasn't so weak, Hibiki wouldn't have had to go this far, kind of thing. She dreaming? Oh. Is this when she was younger? Whatever happened? Hmm. Oh. So people angry that she survived the noise attack? Wow. Only you survived. I get it now. What a stupid mentality. Jesus. Damn. That's fucked up, man. People suck. The shittiest part is I believe that kind of thing would happen in our world, right? So I wonder if Shirabe is referencing that moment or if it's something else. Interesting. Huh. Did they... Huh. It kind of... Hibiki acting this way kind of gives a little bit of new perspective to the way she's acted, like, throughout the whole show, right? Like, kind of like seeing the front that she puts up to cover the way she truly feels, kind of thing. Damn US. So much going on the screen. So much text. An old USSR. Oh. Yeah, not good that it's still continuing. Oh, shit. We thought that in season 1, too. So she'll be more like the Nephilim, kind of, than... So, Ryoko, or former Fine, saw this, right? But she must not have shared that information. Because it seems like they're, like, seeing the fusion of the relic to her body for the first time. But we saw Fine see that last season. Or is it just the fact that it got worse? They didn't. Maybe they thought it was like stagnant and not progressing, and now they're realizing that it's getting worse. I don't know. Oh shit. She's Tsubasa's trying to keep her from fighting because the more she uses her, now she's kind of like Maria, where the more she uses it, the closer she gets to death, kind of. Where Maria, the closer she gets to Fine taking over. I love seeing this man suffer. Yeah. uh oh. Is he gonna fuse with, like, the heart of it or something? Or is he just gonna try to, like, bring it back to life in some way? You are. I just... Sometimes when I see... Like, that wasn't really... Like, I'm not gonna say that that was fan service, but when stuff like that, when shots like that happen, I just wonder, like... I think of the people in the studio, and they're like, yeah, but instead of what you put there, let's change it to, like, a shot of Maria's crotch, and then jump cut right to her boobs, and then we can show her face. That'll be good. I just wonder, like, how they plan that out in the studio. Oh, is that the lady? Yeah, her. Hmm. She probably feels like it's kind of happening again with what's happening to Tsubasa. Damn those dense protagonists of harem anime. Uh-oh. What is this about? Oh. It's a noise attack that she wasn't informed about, wasn't it? Oh, shit! God damn it, Ver! Oh shit. Well, Tsubasa tried to keep her from fighting. Her gear didn't come out. Oh shit. Interesting. That was different. Duh. Alright. Damn. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely what, like, there's no way Tsubasa would suddenly have that, like, change of heart from being such a... I mean, obviously she was kind of like that in the beginning of season 1, but obviously she's trying to save Hibiki's life by keeping her out of fighting, so hopefully the relic doesn't progress further and kill her, so clearly, you know, we saw that right after seeing that scene. But I think that should be something you talk to Hibiki about personally. I don't think Tsubasa's approach is a healthy approach at all. Like, I understand why she's doing it, but you introduce all the facts to Hibiki, you tell her that doing what she's doing is gonna kill her, and if she decides she still wants to do it, that's her choice, you know? But, yeah, it's kind of too bad that mom, that lady got sick. We don't have another name for her. I don't think we've ever heard another name for her. But that she got sick right in that moment, because you saw Maria, she was kind of like, she left the room, she was angry with her and stuff like that. Like, she might have gone into that spiral of like reevaluating things and all that, and then that is it, by the way, guys, for episode 6. It's officially over now. But yeah, it seemed like she could have gone into that thinking of like, oh no, you know, or like maybe I should like get away from her, something like that. I don't know if she would have, but she was definitely more in the mindset then. But then mom got sick, and you know, that's that instinct of like, oh no, you know, I need to take care of her and stuff like that, and then you're kind of roped back in. And obviously I know mom didn't do it on purpose. She even said like, this is a bad time or whatever, but it was kind of successful. Even mom woke up and was like, you know, saw that she was there again and was like, she's a good girl, realizing that she did this to care for her, right? That's why she's back and everything. But yeah, we kind of saw the girls questioning like, is this right, you know, and stuff like that. It's kind of early on I noticed that the girls were kind of more innocent, and it seems like they have like these good intentions in their own minds, but I think they're just being manipulated and being used by Mom and Dr. Ver in negative ways, kind of thing. So I definitely see a turning point where either they turn on Mom or they finally convince Mom to turn. Like, I definitely don't think there's like Dr. Ver is pure evil, right? But Mom seems like she's trying to do good, like, in her own way, right? Like it seems like she thinks she's doing good, even though there's a lot of things she's doing that are really bad, you know? So I definitely think there could be a moment where she realizes what she's doing is wrong and gives up, kind of thing. But yeah, I definitely don't think there's any hope for Dr. Ver. Um, and maybe the three girls will maybe come to our side or something. That'd be kind of cool. I like those characters. So it'd be nice if after they're done being antagonists, if we can get them to be on our side, kind of thing. But we'll see. Um, but yeah, Hibiki went berserk. She grew her arm back through that state, I guess. Like we saw, they theorized that they use like the gear in order to build an arm while she was in the berserk state. But then they realized after that it actually like grew a whole new arm, and I guess it was a theory that I had last episode of, you know, the fact that she's merged with the gear, and the gear kind of like fabricates out of thin air. It makes sense that the fact that she's merged with it in that way, that she's able to she's able to regenerate her arm that way. It is like, you know, the gear is definitely much different than regenerating human flesh and stuff, but, you know, who cares? We're in this like sci-fi, like future, like crazy technology world anyway, kind of thing. So I think it's fine. Like I said, I do prefer when shows like have the characters deal with the consequences of their actions. Like, I think seeing Hibiki go through like recovery and, you know, getting like a prosthetic or something like that, that's like a badass prosthetic or something she can use to fight, or I don't know. I just think there could be some interesting approaches to seeing her having to deal with being one-armed now, right? Rather than just like leaving us on a cliffhanger of like, oh, arm's gone, and then coming back the next episode to being like, oh, you know, arm's back, and it's like, all right, you know, it definitely lessens the impact of that cliffhanger, right? Like, if you were watching this a second time, you know, like, you'd see that scene again. If she really lost her arm forever, you'd see that scene again and be like, wow, this is, you know, this is that moment that she deals with that turmoil for the rest of the show, kind of thing. And it'd be like a big moment, whereas now you rewatch it and you're like, man, it's fine, it goes back next episode, who cares, you know? But yeah, going into some of Hibiki's past, so after the concert where all those people died and she was the only survivor, people like really lashed out at her, and that's such a shitty thing. Like, we saw that scene of like all the notes on the door and stuff like that, like, and my mind didn't even go even close to the idea that that's why people are mad. Like, I did not think of that one bit, and I think that's because I'm not the type of person that would ever get angry with someone because they survived a major incident like that. Like, what? That is such bullshit, in my opinion. I hate that so much. I hate people so much. Like, I hate that people can be that way. I mean, she's just this poor kid who survived like a tragic incident where she saw so much death around her, and then everyone's gonna treat her like shit for it. Oh, like, that's ridiculous. But yeah, I wonder if she changed schools, because when the show started, she was on like, it seemed like she was on fairly good terms with everyone in the school. So I wonder if because of that incident they like moved somewhere else to try to like maybe people won't recognize her as easily as being the one who survived back then, kind of thing. Whereas before, like, you know, when you know someone, it's one of those things where when you know someone, you recognize them a lot more easily, right? So when you're going to school with someone like that every day, and then you see them on the news being the only one that survived, it's easy to recognize who that is. It's like, yeah, I go to school with them. But if you see a random person on the news, like, oh, this person survived this, right? You're not gonna remember, like, if it's been like a year or two or something and she changes schools. It's not like all those kids are gonna be like, oh yes, I saw you on the news 2 years ago. It's like, no, like, your memory doesn't work that way. Maybe someone with like a really good memory would be like, I feel like I saw you somewhere, and like really think about it and maybe could figure it out. Um but yeah. Hmm. So I'm guessing that's what happened. Is she moved and changed schools to get out of that toxic environment. I wonder. We haven't seen her go home. Like we saw her grandmother and her mother, right? They're like taking care of her and being there for her and everything. I wanted to go back to one of those scenes because there was like I was so pissed off at what was going on. Some of the stuff the grandmother and mother said, I definitely kind of missed. So it was after the rock got through the window. Yeah, they say it's alright. Your mother and I are happy just to have you with us. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that was the one line that I kind of missed. I kind of just assumed, like I think I read like your grandmother and I think, and then I like just started talking about something else or being pissed, you know, and kind of skimmed the rest and didn't really remember what it said, and I just assumed that they were on her side, you know. And then I was like, I should probably go back and check because that'd be some shit if I missed it and they were just like, your grandmother and I can't deal with this anymore, we're leaving. And just like hugging her while she says that. That'd be some shit, but no. Okay. I just want to make sure. But yeah, at least that's one of those situations where the grandmother and mother were still supportive, because sometimes you can be stressed and pushed to your limits when someone in your family is like causing that much strife from, you know, from that kind of stuff that they blah 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 blah, that they'll actually start turning on someone like Hibiki as well, like, you're dragging this shit into my life kind of thing. I hate that you're around kind of thing, and then it makes a toxic home environment too, and then she literally has no one, and that can be real bad. But I'm glad the parents remained supportive and everything through all that. But I don't really know what was up with the scab. She had the scab on her chest, but then they also said they had like a piece of her tissue from like when she went berserk or whatever. And I don't know if that wasn't the scab, right? The scab was, I don't know. I wonder what that scab is. Is that just like the kind of like Hibiki sort of noticing what they were analyzing kind of thing? I don't know. I wonder if that will like come back and mean anything, right? But uh but yeah. I love seeing Dr. Ver, like, he's one of those characters that are like the extreme, right? He's the extreme of whatever he's doing, it seems like when he's like evil, he's extremely evil seeming, you know? And then when he's on like the downswing, he's extremely pathetic. And it's not like one of those things where like things go wrong and mom is just like, well, it looks like this happened. Like, she's very cold and calculating, and she didn't let it like freak her out, whereas Ver is over here like shrieking like about what's happening and everything. But just like when you have characters that are that extremely evil and such shitty people, it makes it so much more satisfying when you see them like this, where they're like cowering and running for his life, screaming and shit like that. Like, it's always so funny when a character like that is in the show. Makes you like hate him, but then laugh so hard when he's getting fucked on and everything. But yeah, I mean, other than that, we have what happened here at the end of the episode where Ver is just, he got like the heart of it. I don't know what he's going to do with it. I thought maybe he'd try to merge with it or something. I still think that's like a possibility. But he's like on his way somewhere. I don't know what he plans on doing with it. Like, how do you bring it back from just that little bit of it, right? But and we had Hibiki here who touched a noise without transforming and was fine, right? She didn't turn to ash, so that's just further proof that her, gear is merging with her body, and it seemed like she was. It seemed like she was almost aware of it here at the end of the episode, where she was like, she punched it, and she's like, my body and like she said, like, my life is Symphogear, right? So I don't know. And like I said, she seemed to knowingly punch it without the gear on yet. I thought the gear wasn't gonna come out, but then it came out after. So like, was that just to show the audience that she's, and them, obviously the people in the show, that she's able to touch a noise without being disintegrated? And the gear wasn't delayed, or was the gear actually coming out on a delay? Like, is that like a bad sign? Or was it just different because they wanted to showcase that she can touch a noise kind of thing? We also didn't have the normal, like, her clothes exploding off and everything. It was just like the gear just kind of like appeared. They didn't give us like that same transformation sequence and stuff like that. So it very well could just be that, that it did come out like normal. It didn't seem like Hibiki was like, wow, that took longer than usual or anything. And the fact that she didn't address it at all makes me think that there wasn't actually a problem or anything. It was just me reading into it too much, right? When she like punched it and it was like, oh, it wasn't anything like that. And then the gear just like came out. So I think it was just a way to show us that she's so merged with the Symphogear that she can now touch them. And also, that one punch seemed very powerful. They kept saying, like, the more she merges, I think they said the more she merges, the more power she's gaining. So that, that one punch seemed to blow that one noise away, which is very easy for her to do in one punch anyway. But then, like, the shockwave back blowing past Ver just seemed more powerful than normal. So, yeah. I wonder what's gonna happen. We had season 1 of Hibiki like possibly dying, and we had that in the first episode where it was like Miku over her grave and everything, and then it didn't end up coming true. So, and who knows how long it's gonna take. I mean, I guess it is possible that I know that there's 5 seasons of this show, and if the show came to like a full conclusion, I don't know if it's one of those ones that like ended, or like, I don't know if there's like a manga to this, right? Because with all the music, would there be? Probably. Whatever the source material is for this, I don't know if it went past what season 5 is, or if season 5 is a proper ending. Obviously, don't tell me. I don't want to know. But basically, I'm just thinking like, could Hibiki die at the end of season 5 due to this kind of thing, right? Due to the merging, or do they find a way to save her from the merging kind of thing? I don't know. It'll be interesting to find out as we watch, because obviously I'd feel bad if she dies young and everything. Like, that would really suck. But but if she knows the consequences of her actions, shit. Excuse me. If she knows the consequences and she chooses to continue to fight and everything, then, that's the life she chose, and that's the way I see it. So, anyways, guys, good episode. I'm looking forward to seeing more and seeing where we go from here, with the girls kind of having their falling out a bit, and Hibiki seeming to decide to fight here at the end of the episode. And you know, what is Tsubasa gonna think of that, and everything. We'll see. So yeah, that's gonna be it from me. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. Check out my Patreon if you want to see the rest of the seasons right now. You can do so on there. This was a Patreon exclusive show, so that's why all the episodes are on there. You can also see whatever has replaced the show and some other stuff. So check all that out if you're interested. Link in the description below. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my future reactions. Bye-bye.